And now, In the Dirt with Tim Baltz.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment here of In the Dirt on YouTube. My name is Tim Baltz. Glad you could join us here once again. Remember, like and subscribe if you have not done so already this season. We certainly do appreciate your support. Well, we really want to thank some of the great sponsors that have helped us out here in 2022 in making this show successful. First of all, I want to thank Disaster RX, DKI, Thousand Islands, Drone, Rita Waker's Family Campground, and Alexandria Home Hardware. Well, we have got a whole lot of racing results coming up for you this week. A lot of Dirt Car Series races took place. We'll also have a quick chat with Head Inspector for Dirt Car Northeast Technical Inspections, Mark Hitchcock. He is also a former race car driver of about 30 years experience behind the wheel, so we'll get some insight on Mark and how he tackles his daily routine as far as tech inspecting goes at all the area racetracks that he goes to throughout the season. So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and subscribe here on In the Dirt. We'll be right back with some of the results that took place this past weekend. You're watching In the Dirt.
Rita Waker's is the place to be.
It's vacation time. What are your plans for RVing and summer fun? Why not book now for your summer camping and RVing at Rita Waker's Family Campground, Eastern Ontario's full-service camping facility, located on a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Rideau Canal, on a series of lakes joined by lock systems that links Kingston to Canada's capital city, Ottawa. Rita Waker's is only 10 minutes from downtown historic Kingston. Here's what Rita Waker's has to offer you and your family when you visit: the spacious pull-through campsites, trailers, and motorhomes, the swimming pool staffed with lifeguards, a beautiful beach to enjoy for a relaxing afternoon of fun and family, excellent fishing on Colonel By Lake, a boat docking facility for your fishing or pleasure craft, boats, canoes, and kayaks available for rent, a beautiful banquet hall for weddings or meetings to fit any occasion, 136 acres of outdoor adventure, hiking, biking, playground, swimming, fishing, horseshoes, basketball, and so much more. Make Rita Waker's your camping destination this year. You better book now. We're filling up fast. Visit ritawakers.com or call 613-546-2711.
Rita Waker's is the place to be. Come on out, you'll see at the gated community.
Well, we're back here on In the Dirt, right here on YouTube. Remember, like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly do appreciate your support here this season. Well, we've got a ton of racing results to get to this past weekend, so let's check it out right now. We're going to kick things off at the Brockville, Ontario Speedway, the Ogilvy's Triple Crown Series for the Dirt Car 358 Modified and Dirt Car Sportsman. Tristan Draper is on a roll, his first ever series win and his second win in a row with that brand new car in the Dirt Car 358 Modified. Bobby Harrington win number 6 of the season and his third Sportsman Ogilvy Series win as well. Novice Sportsman, it was Matt Pruner picking up his first ever win, and it tied a record for the most wins in that division in one single season, which was set back in 2015 with 8 different drivers. Pruner got it done on Saturday night. Street stocks were off, and then it was Matthew Barjay collecting the win in the Thousand Islands RV Crate Sprint Car division. Skylar Ladisher picked up the checkered flag for the second time this season in Superman Truck Shop Mini Stocks. Can-Am Speedway on Friday night in the Whitesboro Plow Shop 358 Modified Division. It was Taylor Caprera notching his first career Dirt Car 358 Modified win. Tyler Stevenson victorious in Dirt Car Sportsman. Owen Nyder was victorious for a third time in Limited Sportsman. Jock Simons victorious for a 5th time in the Thunder Car class. Logan Christofoli win number 3 in the 602 Crate Sprints. And Bruno Richard, his 15th win overall this season, collecting in the Dirt Car Pro Stock Feature event. Brighton Speedway, Wade Purchase continues to win and win and win. He got another Canadian mod feature this past weekend at Brighton. Andrew Hennessy collected the Northeast Late Model Alliance checkered flag. Chris Tufford in mini stocks, and in Thunder stocks, it was Justin Ramsey collecting the checkered flag. Mohawk International Raceway. I want to thank Brian Page, the voice of the Mohawk International Raceway, for these results. They had a race on Thursday night, and it was the Dirt Car Sportsman North Regional Series event. It was won by Cedric Govro, and another first-time winner on the Dirt Car Sportsman Tour. Bruno Richard, again, picking up his second win of the week in Dirt Car Pro Stocks. Dylan Cole, a former Enduro driver, went to victory lane for the first time in Nava Sportsman, and Francis White collected the Bandit checkered flag at Mohawk. I want to thank Gary spade for some of these results upcoming. Of course, at the Airborne Speedway in Plattsburgh, it was Jake Scarborough collecting the Dirt Car Sportsman checkered flag. Albany Saratoga Speedway Friday night, Mike Mahaney collected another win at the great race place over there. Chris Jakubiak in Dirt Car Sportsman, and it was Luke Horning, his first of 2 wins on the weekend in Dirt Car Pro Stock action. Ransomville Speedway, Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, it was Matt Williamson getting another checkered flag at the Big R. Derek Wagner, win number 4 on the year in Dirt Car Sportsman. The Ohsweken Speedway had a special Dirt Car Sportsman event on Friday night, and it was Cody McPherson picking up the checkered flag. Justin Ramsey snuck up there and won the Thunder Car feature as well. So congratulations to those 2 drivers on great weekends. Bear Ridge Speedway, Dirt Car Sportsman in Vermont, it was Brian Chafee picking up the victory. Zach Payne, his first career Big Block Modified win at the Brewerton Speedway Friday night. Brandon Carvey, another win in Dirt Car Sportsman. Cornwall Motor Speedway, a big emotional night for Chris Raby, collecting his second 358 Modified feature win of the season on his daughter's birthday, and we'll get into that a little later on. Congratulations to Chris. Shane Pecor, win number 3 of the season at Cornwall in Sportsman. Northeast Late Model Alliance checkered flag to Charlie Sandercock, and Brock Gregory won the Street Stock Special at Cornwall. Autodrome Drummond, it was topless night for the race cars, as David Hebert collected another Dirt Car 358 Modified win, and William Racine his 5th of the year in Dirt Car Sportsman. Fulton Speedway, Dirt Car 358 Modified win to Tim Sears Jr., win number 7 on the season. First wins of the season in Dirt Car Sportsman to Joe Klein and Quinn Wallace in the Sportsman Twin Bill. Genesee Speedway had 2 races this week, one on August 11th, which was won by Ray Bliss, veteran over there at Genesee. Phil Vigneri III collected his 4th checkered flag of the year in regular sportsman action on Saturday night. Glen Ridge Speedway on Sunday was Andrew Buff, another feature win in Dirt Car Sportsman. Luke Horning, win number 8 of the season in Dirt Car Pro Stocks. Autodrome Granby, first career wins for 2 drivers on this night. Felix Watt collected his first career 358 Modified win, and Elliot Gamache, former Slingshot driver, collected his first ever sportsman checkered flag. Pascal Payeur, by far a first-time winner, collected win number 6 in the Pro Stocks. Nick Guerri was victorious in Dirt Car Sportsman at Outlaw. Land of Legends Dirt Car Big Block Modifies to Justin Hayers for a 3rd time this year, and Matt Guerri another Dirt Car Sportsman win. Lebanon Valley had a full show there. Olin Dwyer picked up the Dirt Car Big Block Modified win. It was Kim Lavoie, her first win of the season in Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. Kevin Ward in the Sportsman Division, and Zach Serentino in Dirt Car Pro Stocks. Maryville Speedway, yet another first-time winner. Dalton Slack collected the 358 Modified checkered flag. Billy Bleach Jr., his first of the season in Dirt Car Sportsman. Orange County Fair Speedway had 2 events this week, one on August 11th to celebrate 103 years of racing action on the hard clay. It was Matt Shepard collecting yet another feature win on Thursday, and he came right back on regular Saturday night action with another Big Block Modified win on the hard clay. Billy Van Inwigen victorious in 358 Modified action. It was Anthony Falanga in the Sportsman Division over there. Thunder Mountain Speedway, Wednesday night, we had the Dirt Car 358 Modified series there, and Billy Dunn collected the checkered flag in the debut event for the series at the Speedway. Dirt Car Sportsman Central Region to Zach Sabatka. And once again, I want to thank the Spoonhauer family for their support and bringing us to Thunder Mountain for the very first time, and treated us Dirt Car officials very well, so thanks again to Carl Spoonhauer and their entire staff. On Saturday night, they had regular action. Shane Spoonhauer victorious for a 4th time in Dirt Car 358 Modified action. Dane Headland had a great night on Wednesday night, but had some struggles in the feature. He rebounded with a big feature win on Saturday night in Dirt Car Sportsman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up all the racing action that took place this past week and this past weekend. We're going to come right back, and we are going to talk with Dirt Car Head Technical Director Mark Hitchcock. He was at the Brockville, Ontario Speedway this past Saturday night, and we're going to get some good insight from him on what he does on each and every race night, inspecting these cars and making sure, number 1, that they're safe, and number 2, that they're all playing by the rules. So we'll talk to him in just a few moments. Remember, like and subscribe if you have not done so already. We appreciate your support. We're coming right back with more on In the Dirt.
We arrived at the building just to see from the exterior wall that the front facade was coming undone and pushing forward away from the side wall. We were just in complete shock, didn't know how this occurred.
A lot of people don't realize this, but every individual will at least have one disaster in their lifetime. And when this happens, they don't know what to do. By reaching out to a restoration professional before you have an emergency, it allows you to have some insight on what happens and what to expect. This will allow you to eliminate any kind of anxiety or stress you might go through when it happens.
The restoration company came down immediately and took the steps necessary to create a safe environment, secured the building, and that allowed the engineers to go in and figure out what the cause of the damage was and figure out our next steps from there.
Our people are fully trained and certified in all aspects of emergency response and disaster restoration. We handle everything from fire, flood, sewer backup, wind damage, tornadoes, earthquakes. Basically, we have people that are experienced in every field. There are two parts to a disaster that people don't realize. There's the emergency phase, where we come right away and stop the damages from happening. Then there's the repair phase, where we put everything back the way it was, like it never happened. And our company also offers a warranty, which will give you the comfort and peace of mind for as long as you own your property.
From the get-go, Rex and his crew were able to bring in professional contractors to come in and rebuild the building in a timely fashion. The building now looks better than ever and is up to code. They were wonderful with me, just helping me navigate through my insurance coverages, working well with the insurance company and myself. They always constantly kept me in the loop as to what was happening next. And at the end of the day, it was just the peace of mind knowing that I was in good hands.
Well, we're back here on In the Dirt. Once again, like and subscribe if you've not done so already. And also, too, share it with your friends on your social media pages and get the word out there about this great show. Well, as we said before we went to break, we are going to have a chat with Mark Hitchcock, the lead technical advisor for Dirt Car Northeast and for the Brockville Speedway. Mark is here with us today, and he is in the dirt at the Brockville Speedway. And Mark, thanks so much again for joining us here on In the Dirt, and we appreciate you being here. One of the things we really want to know is, racing has rules all the way from NASCAR right to mini stocks at your local racetrack. What is your job and how do you keep all those rules in place on a regular night?
My job is to, first of all, is safety. Safety is my main concern with all the cars, to make sure that they're safe, make sure that the seat belts are in date, helmets are in date, everybody has a safe race car to go and compete with. Then after that, it's my job to make sure that all the cars are technically checked after the races to make sure that everybody's within the rule book of Dirt Car.
Well, Mark, there are a lot of different rules in every division. What are you exactly looking for on a given night?
So during the night, all the qualified cars go over the scales, so everybody's checked at the scales for their weights. All the different divisions have different weights depending on their class. Then at the end of the night, normally it's the top 5 cars come to the tech area to be checked, and it could be a various, amount of tech, could be a lot of tech, maybe not too much tech, depending on the night and what we decide before the races to check on the race cars.
Well, Mark, there's a lot of racers out there who kind of suspect other drivers of kind of going outside of the rules a little bit here and there. What is the process to possibly challenge that if you need to?
Well, there's a couple of different things. I think what happens is if somebody came up with an idea that somebody may be cheating in an area, then we may look at that at some point down the road. But all the racers have an option to protest. Some of the protests could be from $500 to $1,000 to protest, and then we would dig into whatever they thought was being, somebody was going around the rules on. So there's different things for different deals. If somebody thought that somebody was doing something simple, then we would take a look at that and try to make sure that everybody was within the rules.
So, Mark, there are a lot of different chassis manufacturers, especially with the modified and sportsman divisions. What would be the process if somebody wanted to bring in a brand new chassis for competition?
I think a lot of the rules in the Dirt Car book, anything that comes up has to be approved by Dirt Car. Most of the time what happens is the cars are sonic tested to make sure that the safety areas of the car, the cage over the driver's head and around the driver is all within specifications of the rules. And then they have to be within the rules. So the cars are all checked out, usually pre-tech before the races. And then after that, as the season goes on, we have different meetings with the manufacturers to make sure that everybody's working within the rule book.
Well, Mark, it's been a pleasure talking with you as always, and good luck the rest of the season. A lot of big events coming up, and we wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Well, thanks very much, Mark, and congratulations on getting this far in the season, and good luck the rest of the year, and a lot of big events coming up as well, and we wish you all the best. Well, we're going to be right back here on In the Dirt. As we mentioned, like and subscribe if you've not done so already. already. We got a lot of great events coming up this week and this weekend, so stay tuned. You're watching In the Dirt.
Big G here for Lennox Fence, Eastern Ontario's fencing specialist. We are the professionals for all your fencing needs. Some people just are not do-it-yourselfers. One call to Lennox Fence will get the job done by professionals, guaranteed perfect. Whatever your fencing needs, residential, commercial, agricultural, or industrial, call for a free estimate for spring and summer. 613-354-3449. Highway 41 North at Selby. Lennox Fence, owned and managed by the Houston Group.
Well, we're back here on In the Dirt right here on YouTube. Remember, like and subscribe if you have not done so already. We certainly do appreciate your support here in 2022. And don't forget to share this video with all of your friends on social media once again. Well, we've got a lot of great action coming up this week, and we're going to get right to it. Can-Am Speedway, they usually run on Friday night. They will be off this coming Friday, but we'll be back on the 26th with a full program. Mohawk International Raceway, a full program coming up this Friday night featuring the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. Racing starts at 7:30. Brockville, Ontario Speedway, the Action Sprint Tour is back in action. It will be show-up points strictly for the Thousand Islands RV Crate Sprints, and Ryan Poole is well in line to win his first track championship. Also, the Dirt Car 358 Modified and Dirt Car Sportsman will be in action. Novice Sportsman and Street Stocks as well. Racing starts at 7 o'clock. Airborne Speedway, it is back to school night. They will be giving away free backpacks to all the youngsters at the Speedway, and racing starts at 7 o'clock over there. Autodrome Granby, Friday night, it is round number 4 of the Canadian Big Block Series, plus the Sportsman Division and Sport Compact, along with the Slingshots. They always put on a good show. Racing starts there at 6:30. Autodrome Drummond, the very next night, Saturday night, will be round number 5 of the Canadian Big Block Series. There is also a $1,000 bonus for the first small block modified across the line at the finish as well. We'll have the Dirt Car Sportsman, the Speedsters, Lightning Sprints, and Slingshots there, and a hot laps and time trial started around 5:30 p.m. Cornwall Motor Speedway will be the 6th and final round of the Canadian Big Block Modified Series, plus the Action Sprint Tour. Racing starts there at 6 o'clock. Brighton Speedway, it's Fan Appreciation Night and a packed show. And a lot of unique things going on at Brighton. They'll have crate late models, Thunder Stocks, Canadian mods, Comp 4, Mini Stock. Oh, and by the way, minivans are coming back to the fold as well. Racing starts over there at 7 o'clock. Highlights this season, of course, Mohawk International Raceway, the Goodleaf 358 Modified Series gets back underway on September the 2nd. The Mohawk International Raceway Sportsman Series gets underway for their next event on August the 26th. Cornwall Speedway, the Fat Less Chip Stand Canadian National Series for the 358 Modifieds on September the 4th. On that same night, the Race for the Cure Sportsman Series will be on tap as well. Ogilvy's Triple Crown Series, they've had the first 2 events already. Round number 3 takes place October 15th during the Dirt Outlaw Apparel King Edward Auto Parts Fall Nationals at Brockville. Super Dirt Car Series Summerfest is currently ongoing. We'll have all the results of all those races coming up on next week's program. Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, we finished up round 2 at Thunder Mountain this past week. We'll be back in action at Can-Am on September the 9th. That'll be a Friday night show. Dirt Car Sportsman Series, all the regional action will be taking place once again. East Region is set to go at Glen Ridge on August 21st. West Region Canada will take place September the 9th at the Ohsweken Speedway. The North Region will take place. It'll be a combined show with the Central Region at Can-Am on September the 9th. North Region Canada Series at the Brockville, Ontario Speedway. That will take place on August the 27th. Ransomville Speedway for the West Region. That'll be a combined show with the Central Region as well on August 24th as part of the Super Dirt Car Series event that they'll have. Central Region at the Fulton Speedway this week. We'll have full results of that show as well on next week's program. The Championship Tour, as we always say, gets underway September the 23rd during the massive Malta weekend at Albany, Saratoga. Dirt Car Pro Stock Series, they'll come back for round number 3 in just a couple weeks' time on August 27th at the High Banks of Lebanon Valley. Well, again, we have ended the show with a lot of great announcements, and we got 2 more big ones that took place this past weekend. Some new additions to some great racing families here in our region. Of course, first off, want to congratulate Brockville and in Cornwall novice sportsman driver Gavin McFarland. He became a new father over the weekend, a baby boy, Kingsley Maverick McFarland. Congratulations to him and his family on another new addition to the family in the McFarland household. And a big congratulations going out to Dirt Car 358 Modified driver Chris Raby. Picked up his second win of the season at Cornwall the same day his brand new baby daughter Blake Lynn Raby was born. Congratulations to him and Emily on another edition, and congratulations once again to all the families that have recently had new additions. We certainly do congratulate you from everybody here at In the Dirt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our show. Don't forget, we want to mention some of our great sponsors here that make this show possible. Want to thank Disaster RX DKI, Thousand Islands Drone, Rita Waker's Family Campground, and Alexandria Home Hardware. Well, once again, a lot of racing action to get to this weekend. I'm all suited up. I'm ready to go. Will we see you at the racetrack? We better see you there sometime soon. Once again, like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching In the Dirt.